my lovely dad can be dead. I started to cry, and I shoot the policeman and the chamberlain that they are liars. So I went to the backyard and cried a lot. My brother went to his room. I heard that we was crying, so I didn't know how much time passed. But my mom came out and she told me that she had to recognize my father's body, but the body was bodily damaged. So the only things she could recognize was the engagement ring, his favorite wallet, and some gifts that he would use in his return. For the for the board of my dad, my family, friends, and work of my dad drank together to say the last goodbye to him. When the ceremony finishes, we say goodbye to everyone. When we return to the house, and then it passed 2 months, and my mother said to my brother, sister, and me, we have to sit and talk about something. My mom started to talk. Chris and me can't believe what we are hearing. We ate in bank birthday, the day that my lovely father he make a transaction to company that doesn't exist, losing a lot of money. My mother continued that she don't know nothing about represent use. She said that we have to hurry up until it's dark. In the day, no one can't. She used to carry the twins and enjoy the time outside. And I hear to my mother say in a whisper, because you will never leave the house until my father dies. I shiver in my back start, and I see to Chris' head. Notice the same. We arrive to the house, well to the back of the house, and we enter in silence and carefully we saw an old lady. The hair was slightly red and green eyes that could scare everyone, and her voice is cool as the eyes. She told us that we have to hurry up and go upstairs. When we were upstairs, our grandmothers started to walk in a hall, and we started to follow her. When we get into an attic with 4 beds, one bathroom, and a table with 4 chairs in one side. In the other third were a lot of big drawers, sweatcoats, and other things covered with white big bedsheets. It's very scary, and the twins starts to cry and shoot. The that carries a horror place. The grandma starts to the angry and said, Charlotte, the name of my mom, If you don't shut up at that gate, I will hit them. My little brother kept silent. When they neared that, my mother started to fight with her, so the mother of my mother hit her in the face. We stayed together with big eyes, and grandfather and grandmother started to say some rules. We have to be quiet. We don't have to cry. We can't say say the name of my father. We have to clean.
We have to be careful of our feelings. And the room tour, we have to eat everything she gives us. We can open the window or see through them. Then she told to me another she had to say goodbye. Before she closed the door with Kay, my mom told us that we have to follow the rules and nothing could happen to us. She will return later, or when she can do it, we can pass the time together. We only because to wait 2 months, only the grandparents died. Oh, well, she promised that. The 2 months pass and we still have the grandfather. Is an important person or what? My mom come twice a day and the grandmother come to give on food on when she want us and she always left to front case smiling. One day when my mom came to see us, told us that she started to recover the loss of her dad, but we're still unlocking why the grandparents are very angry with my parents. They are lovely persons. No one could hate them. The next month, the grandfather put the name of mom in the testament. We were happy for that. We only had to wait for the death for him. The time passed and we started to hate the oid. So we decided to decorate them. We tell to my mom the ice cream. And she bring us a lot of material so we can give a different look. We put on artificial garden there. My mom was said about that, so she decided to bring us some followers and we can only put them in a specific place where is the only part that the sun could get them. When our grandmother see the garden, she give us a header. It will last more. It was the only gift she give us. We enter in the house in January and now is December. We decide to make some gifts to my mother and the grandmother. My little brother and sister start to make the cards and cooking the paper we involve. Then in the towel Chris start to make a beautiful landscape and I start to do the network. I finish it Chris unveiled the gift and we wait our grandmother. When she entered to the room, the four take the gift and show it to her. We wait that she take it, but she only shit and leave to the food and go out. I was very angry all the work. We do throw to the goodbye. Chris saw that I was angry and we give me a hug. I only go to the background of the A. Then mom come now. He come only a day if it's possible. If not, she come 5 times a week, and she give us a lot of gifts and extras. I remember one very clearly in August when my mom told us that she said going to study to be secretary, to have a better future and go out of here, but the typing is very difficult and that she can only write 11 words in 1 minute. Then she said that she can write 15 words in 1 minute, then 100 words in 1 minute, and mom, she comes from sailing, and I was very angry, and I said to her, know how many words you can type. She gave me a mad face and said it's no easy, honey. And I stared along in a cynic way. Of course, you can type use words to type of a perfect story and get out of here, but you have a lot of time to be in paradise, selling and shopping things. Chris defended my mother, and she only told me that she isn't perfect, and we started fighting until she hit me in the face. I was very scared. She never hit me. I only see her and yelled to her to leave my room, and I went to her, and she wanted to talk to me, but I ignored her, and I still ignoring everything. She want to talk to me. Our birthday were very only gifts a cake, but that's all. My mother never miss our birthdays, but now she sometimes remember us. Then it passed a year being taped there. Chris can me don't recite me rebel. So when nobody is wake up, we went out and swim in a lake near the house. I saw how he swam. He is very hodens. Then we returned to the house and talk about what we can do with all the current and our future. I will he a great house. Chris a great doctor, Cher a great musician, and Charlie a great ballet dancer. And we start to see that dogs look sick. I'm very think they need sun and fresh air. We need they live here.
Chris and me started to make a plan. We need to get out of here, so we decided to burglarize some money of our mother. But first, we need the key. So we prepared everything. Today that my mother started to talk about her parties, Chris will take the key and translate it in a soap, and then we can create a copy. The day was here. My mom came, and I talked to her. She was very happy, and she started to tell me her plans for the day. Then Chris made his part. Then we break a box made of wood, and Chris started to make the key. When finally we finished it, Chris started to steal some money, like changes and dollars of 1 to 5 of value. If we steal more, she will notice it, and that will ruin our plan, so we have to be patient. My mother come again. Now she only come to see us twice a week or less. Cheryl and Charles started to see her like an unknown person. They sometimes call me mom, and she never noticed it. But that's not the reason I'm angry. She got married again with a person we don't know, and he lives here. Chris see it like an opportunity. We can have more money, but I have a better idea. Why we don't start to steal the expensive jewelry of her? Chris say we can, but we can steal one per day, only by week. I say to him, she had a lot. She wouldn't notice that, but we have to be carefully. With all the money we could be taken and the jewelry we have and of my mother, we could be out of here very rich. Now the twins had 6, Chris 15, and me 13, and we only find fun reading or playing hide and seek in the big attic, with a lot of perfect places to hide. I remember the first time that me and Chris we practiced medicine. One day we were playing hide and seek, and we can't find Charles, and Cheryl, Chris, and me started to shout that he can leave the place he hid. but we only hear a whisper and a cry. When we start to getting closer, a thing covered by a blanket, but it wasn't white, it was red. When we saw a Charlie with a big cut in his stomach, made by a seaside, I said to Cheryl that she had to bring the first aid kit, and we started to cure Charles. It was a great success. I remember the day. We know why my grandparents were angry with my mother, and when I started to have some feelings with my brother. Once we went out, we came back, and the moon was so beautiful that it created a romantic scene. So when we stopped to talk, we see each other, and I kissed him, but he pushed me away and said to me, "Chloe, we can't do this. This is wrong." I told him, "Yeah, this is bad, sorry." But when we turned around, we saw our grandmother and started to shout. And she told that we are like our parents, being in love with a member of our family. Chris and me were upset and started to ask our grandmother, and she started to tell us what happened. When my mother was 14 and my dad 18, they met each other, but they were cousins. When my mom turned 18, they got married and go away because my grandparents doesn't approve that relationship. We were in shock, so in that moment we see each other and started to make a question to my grandmother. "So that's the reason you hate us?" And she answered, "I don't, but I hate who's your father. See you, sleep good." In that moment, I can see my brother as my brother. I see another person, but I can't follow my feelings. Now it passes 2.5 years. This is the moment. We had a lot of money to escape from here, so we told that to the twins. This is our last day here, so you had to say goodbye to the grandma and to mom. And we do that. We clean up the room and ourselves.